So I'm currently in my car right now, warming it up because I'm getting ready to leave. I have quite a few things to do today, so I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I think the first stop is actually gonna be Starbucks because I need coffee. All right, let's start the day. Please excuse how loud my car is right now. It's so cold outside. I think it's like 30 something degrees. Ooh, I'm cold. But anyways, I totally forgot to record. Yes, I did go get me Starbucks. I still have it here actually. I did get me coffee. I forgot to tell you guys my plans today. So I have a 30-minute break right now. I'm actually at Milan Institute right now. I'm the model for the class. So this is the nails so far. I'm not sure what else we're gonna be doing, but this is what we're doing so far. I was trying to record some, but I don't want to be moving and touching my phone and stuff while I'm getting my nails did. Like, that's disrespectful. So every once in a while, I'll just show you like in between the process of what it's looking like. These are the nails so far. So I am now home. I'm making dinner right now. When I'm done with dinner, my plan is to try to recreate this onto this side of my hand and also try to do something fun with my thumb as well. Give me a second and I'll be back, and we're gonna try to recreate this on the other hand. So this is what V Beauty Pure did on my right hand. It was done by Rebecca and Sylvia from V Beauty Pure, and I want to try to recreate this on my left hand. Starting off with the prepped hand, I already pushed, cut, and buffed out my nail surface, getting it ready for application. And here I'm just gonna be applying my tips like I normally would. Now that my nail tips are all on, I'm just going ahead and cutting them down to the same length as the right side, as well as shaping them to be the same. And don't forget to file in your nail tip into your nail bed. Now I am done filing and shaping and getting it all good and ready. I did leave a little bit of length on top of my pinky nail just because it's a little flimsy right now for me to file it even more. So I'm gonna wait until I get a little bit application of acrylic on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and file it some more. So that's why I did leave a little bit more length. Now that the hard part is done, all I did was file down the nail surface with the nail tips just to get it ready for application. Going in with V Beauty's Pure Nail Dehydrator, I'm just going to go ahead and dehydrate all of my nails. You know you prepped your nails right when it does this when you add the dehydrator. That's how you know retention is going to be on point. Then going in with their primer, I'm just going to prime one nail at a time. And then I'm using Bad and Bougie, also by V Beauty Pure. So I am doing a sculpted French tip on the pointer finger, and this is my first time doing this, so I was pretty excited. But from what I learned in the class is you want it to basically look like a cliff falling down, so like a far drop. You also want to make sure it's like on the thicker side because you are going to be filing it down a lot just to get it down, and you're able to encapsulate it with clear after that without the nail being so bulky. Now moving on to my middle finger, this is where there's the marbling and the ombre at the same time. So here I'm just taking a really small bead, just to kind of start the ombre. You can tell I was really struggling here because outside was freezing, so of course I had my heater on in the house, and that definitely makes a difference in your work, in your application. Is working in the heat is gonna make it dry a lot faster, as working in the cold will be just the sweet spot, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna be moving on to my ring finger. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I like to use the base color first, and like whatever I need to do first with the base color, just because I'm going to be touching color later on, and it could mix with your brush and everything, and I don't want that to happen, especially since my house is a lot warmer right now. I don't want it getting stuck in my acrylic brush, and then it's just going to ruin the whole application process for me in my mind. But for the ring finger, it's just a full on one color acrylic nail. And here I'm taking Crystal Clear from V Beauty Pure, and I forgot to get a clip of it, but I'm also using OPI's Big Apple Red. Now moving back into my middle finger, here I'm just doing a small like slip layer, so-called. It's supposed to help being able to move your marbling around a lot easier. So here I'm going to be taking a small bead of clear and then a smaller bead of the red or whatever color you want to use, and you're just going to kind of move it around, but don't blend it too much because it'll just make it like blend together, and it's not going to really give that marble effect. You just want to continue that all the way up the nail or wherever you want the ombre to start and stop. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and move on into doing the ombre, and I'm just gonna blend it in just a little bit more. It was already pre-ombreed, so we don't have to do too much, just just a little bit of blending. And here I'm just gonna be adding the glitters that are inside of the encapsulation. I didn't want the big hearts in there just because I'm trying to match the other hands, and the other hands didn't have any hearts, but I did take out the hearts and leave whatever else glitter was left in there. And now that I'm happy with how that looks, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out my area, clean my dapping dish, clean my brush, get it ready to encapsulate, because I don't want any of that glitter or any of that color that we used before to be melting into our clear. Now that everything is cleaned and ready for another application, we're gonna go ahead and go in with our clear to encapsulate our ombre nail. And now moving on to the pinky, we're basically going to be doing the exact same thing that we did on our middle finger. Only difference is we're not going to be doing the marbling. All we're doing is encapsulating the glitter. Now that I'm happy with the pinky, I'm just going to be moving on to the finger. And for this one, all we're going to be doing right now is shaping the acrylic that we had already laid in the first place. You want it to be very sharp and defined, and very much like how do you explain it? Like you want it to be like a cliff dropping off. And I didn't record that part, but I did end up adding the red acrylic from OPI, the same one, just to kind of ombre it from the French tip part that we did file down, and make sure to be on the side walls, because that is technically your French tip, just with acrylic. And you also want to be sure to leave a little bit on the tip that is clear, so that way when you add your glitter and stuff, it'll pop a lot more. It's supposed to be like an ombre French tip, basically. And just like we've been doing before, you're just gonna go ahead and add your glitter or whatever you want to add into your nail, and then you're gonna go ahead and encapsulate like normal. Now that you're happy with how it's looking, the hard part is literally done. All we have to do now is file, shape, and buff. Once you're done doing that to all of your nails, you can go ahead and move on to the 3D art. So here I'm just going to be adding the rhinestones of where my 3D art is going to go around. Here I already started, but you're gonna just be doing your 3D art around your rhinestone basically. I already started this, but this is what I learned in the class, and so far so good. It's my first time doing it like very thin like that, of a flower, but it's really cute. Once you're done doing the 3D art on the ring finger as well as the finger, you're just gonna basically go ahead and top coat every single nail. I totally forgot to mention it, but I did use the Koopa no wipe top coat. Once you're done adding your top coat, of course, you're gonna wanna go ahead and cure all of your nails for 60 seconds. Don't forget to add your cuticle oil, and that's it, you're done. And I just wanted to show y'all what I did on my thumb. This is what I ended up doing, and I think it came out real cute. So again, here is the nails that Beauty Pure did, and then on the left hand side here, this is the nails that I did. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video, and I do just want to say thank you so much for Beauty Pure for allowing me to be a model for one of your classes here in San Antonio, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Thank you, bye.